Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This week I am doing a video about my piercings. So I was planning on doing this video a long time ago, like a year ago, when I got my cartilage pierced, but then I made a fantastic teenage decision to get my nose pierced. So I was like, let me just make a whole video, and I was like thinking, brainstorming ideas, and I was like, I want to do an updated piercing video, and then I realized I never uploaded the original ones. So I guess let's start with like what I got the earliest. So obviously that's like my first holes on both ears. I got my first done like the earliest you can at like a doctor's office. I think I was like in, I don't know, like last 6 months old, a year old, 6 weeks old. I forgot how young you can be to get your ears pierced, but I was the youngest that you could be. And I got it pierced. Of course, I don't remember the pain. It was probably done with a gun. Yeah. So yeah, I don't remember my first holes that much. So my second ones, I'll probably do a close-up video. But my second ones I got on both sides, of course. And I got when I was 12, I believe. And yeah, I got that when I was 12. My parents wanted me to get my seconds done at 13, but I like negotiated with them, and me and my friend went, and we got our ears pierced at a salon with a gun. How comforting, right? And I guess it actually has like, it didn't hurt that much, it really didn't, but I guess it actually has a little bit of a horror story to it. So we went to a salon, of course, to get it done. And they had two piercing guns, so they're gonna do it at the same time, of course. They marked it really close on hers. Like, she, to this day, I don't know if she let them close up, but like, it was a very, very close marking. You know, like when you have to take out all your earrings and they mark first and second, like it was so close, and I was like, I don't want mine that close. We finally moved it up to like where I have it now, where I'd like it, and I could wear bigger earrings and smaller earrings. They pierced it, and I was like, bet, let's go home. I go home, and I'm just like, of course, over the moon. Like, I'd wanted to get it done for like 2 years. I was over the moon, just excited, ecstatic, just 10 out of 10, like, yes, yes, yes. Then I got home, and I looked in the mirror, and I was like, okay, let's just like look at it. Like, I can't believe my parents let me do this, right? And I looked at it at home, and I literally just started crying. And you're probably thinking, Segovia, why did you start crying? Because these people who have probably never been trained in ear piercing, one was right and then the other one was wrong, okay? So one was the actual marking that I wanted. The other one hadn't changed. So one woman, because there are two different women piercing my ears at the same time, one changed the marking to where I wanted it to. One just marked it and pierced it. And keep in mind, the difference wasn't a little difference. Like, it was like a millimeter or two, okay? That's like a lot of a difference. Like, it was a pretty big difference. So we went in, and they were like, oh yeah. So then I had to go through an 8 out of 10 pain scale, because just imagine getting your ears pierced and then an hour after taking it out. Then they re-pierced it, they moved it up, and yeah, that was about the story with that one. So overall, the piercing didn't hurt, wasn't that bad, but it just, like, obviously that was like my bad experience with a gun and like going to someone who doesn't know what they're doing. So I recommend going to a place, a piercer preferably, who knows what they're doing and they're certified and they can sterilize everything, especially with like my next piercing, which is my cartilage. I got my cartilage done a year ago, and basically I went to a piercer, I watched a bunch of videos, and then I quickly realized that like piercing guns are not the way to go. And actually Claire's, I think, stopped piercing cartilages due to like legality reasons. So I just learned, I was like, okay, yeah, no, I don't want to get this done with a gun. I want to get this done with a needle, especially since like the cartilage piercing actually has about a 30% infection/rejection rate. So I made the appointment on my birthday, and I got it done, and it didn't hurt that bad, actually. It was like a 3 out of 10. It really was not that bad. My piercer was amazing. It healed just fine. it definitely does take a long time to heal. And I guess last but not least, my nose piercing, which okay, so my nose piercing, I got pierced exactly like almost, I guess a week ago, a little over a week ago. And I went to the same piercer that did my cartilage because I just trusted him. My cartilage healed beautifully, so I was like, I don't really want to mess with that. So I got my nose pierced because my friend, again, buddy system, my friend wanted to get her nose pierced. And I was like, oh, I really want to come with you and like watch. And then I was like, I actually low-key want to get something pierced too. And I thought I was just gonna get my thirds on my ears. And then me and my mom had a conversation and she was like, Segovia, I would have let you have your nose pierced before your cartilage. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because, you know, I guess as like a millennial mindset, we think like the cartilage is less noticeable than the nose piercing. So we don't like think it's a big deal. We're like, oh, it's just a cartilage piercing. But I guess it kind of steps into body modification. But like nose piercings have been done for like thousands of years. And I kind of like started watching videos and I was like, okay, it looks cute on some people. It looks cute on most people. So I just kind of like went in, he dotted it and he was like, do you want it right there? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, keep in mind, I thought about it for like 2 weeks. So that one actually hurt a little bit more, I think, because just like nose tissue, like the, I guess like the tissue, yeah, in your nose is like a lot thicker than your ears. And then your eyes do 100% water. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, your eyes will water. I mean, I wouldn't say it hurt tons. It probably hurt about like a 3.5, like 3.5. Like it really didn't hurt. I think I was more shocked. Cause you know, it's like, they're like, you know, keep on breathing, but then you're like, you know, cause it's like weird when people are like, and breathe in and breathe out, and you're like, tense, so. But yeah, those are like all my piercings. As for like the future, I don't think I want to get any more piercings. I do want to get a tattoo though. But yeah, as for piercings, I think I'm done. My friend was like, get a tragus. And I'm like, I like to keep it balanced, you know what I mean? Like I have a cartilage on this side, I have my nose pierced on the right side. Just to kind of keep some balance. But yeah, comment below if you have any like piercing stories, if you like guns, needles, doesn't really matter. Just comment down below and I will see you next Sunday. Goodbye. Bye.